channel. I'm ToyaRenee and this is ToyaRenee Talks. If you're new around here, welcome. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about the best questions to ask while dating. A date in comparison is like a job interview. So why do I say it's like a job interview? Let me explain. A job interview is basically when you're trying to obviously get a job, but you want to make sure that it's a good fit for you because it will be something that you will be involved in for at least a few months. Similarly, you want to select a person or date a person that you can potentially have a future with. So you want to make sure you ask these questions so that you can get to know them and that you can be prepared for a better or brighter future with this person. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What was your childhood like? Now, the reason this question is important is because you want to know if they had a traumatic childhood, if they had a positive childhood, whether they had a big family, a small family. These questions are so important because they guide you to where you might be going with this person. If they, for example, had a traumatic childhood, it lets you see where they are coming from when they, for example, get upset or angry. It's just how they grew up, or their viewpoint on things, even as far as politics, can be because of how they grew up or where they grew up. And that's why it's so important to know these things, to ask these questions. Are you willing to relocate or travel? Why is this important? Because, say, for example, this person that you're dating decides to get a job in another location, you want to make sure that they know that you are willing to move with them or they are willing to move with you if that is the case. If it's not, then at least you know you're not on the same page about that, and that's something that you can discuss further. If they're willing to do long distance, for example. Some people do long distance, some don't. Me personally, I have experienced long distance. It didn't work out the best for me. Not saying that's the way for everybody else, but it's important to discuss it just so you can know, once again, if this is something that you're open to, if it's something that they're open to. This is a tricky one, guys. But do you have a significant other? And or do you have any children? Why is this important? Because if you do have a significant other or you are involved with someone else, you want that person to know that. Just lay it on the table. If they're open to an open relationship or if they're open to anything further like that, then that's perfectly fine if you both agree. If it's not something you want, just be honest about it. It saves you so much room for less drama, and it just makes everything so much better. Why would I ask about the children aspect? Well, if you're not a person that likes kids, or if you're not someone who's used to being around kids, then this could be a problem for you. It could cause problems within your relationship, or like I said, these questions can be between the first date and the date 6 months in. But you want to be prepared because you want to know if this is someone that you could raise children with. If they already have children, you want to make sure that you will get along with their children. And another question within that is, are the children involved in this person's life? That's another element that you want to dig into as well, if they're going to get along with you in the future with that child. Next question would be, what type of relationship do you want? So there are so many relationships out there in the world, or just like, loving relationships. But loving relationships in itself can be under so many different categories. So, for example, do you just want a quick thing? Like, do you just want to just be chilling? Do you want to marriage? Do you just want friendship? What do you want? And when someone asks you that, don't hesitate or be scared to be real with them. If you just want to be friends, that's fine. If you want to see where this will go, that's fine. If you want marriage or something deeper or a partnership, whatever it is, just be honest, because if you're not honest, then it just causes problems down the road. You don't want that. What are your long-term goals? And what are your short-term goals? Otherwise, this is important because you want to know if they plan on staying within the same career. What are their steps to get there? This is great because you want to know how you can encourage that person in those steps along the way, and you want to know where you fit in with that, or if they fit in with you. If it's a long-term goal to raise a big family, if it's a short-term goal to stay in this state, like I mentioned before, you want to discuss these things to make sure that you are on the same page. Trust me, when you're on the same page in a relationship, or even dating, it makes it 1,000 times better and 1,000,000 times easier. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which will be up very shortly. Videos air every Friday and Monday, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.